Welcome back to the channel. So, it's been Christmas recently and we've been pumping out tons of Christmas videos. But in this video, we're going to go back to our roots with Minecraft again, but we're going to be making a Christmas themed mod for Minecraft. So what I'm going to be doing in the video is completely starting from scratch and making custom mobs, structures, biomes, and different items and blocks in the game to make a completely Christmas themed mod. But what's more is this isn't going to be an entirely fresh mod, this is actually going to be an update for the mod that I'm working on that I'm going to be releasing soon to you guys on this channel. So I've been working on a mod recently called the Winter Update, which completely overhauls many of the winter and icy frozen biomes in the game to give them a little bit more love and make them more interesting. But this is going to be a Christmas update for that mod, and I'm going to add some new biomes and Christmas themed content into it in time ready for Christmas. Now the goal is to try and release this mod maybe at the end of this month or next month, which will be after Christmas, but I want you guys to see just how we actually make this mod and creating the Christmas update throughout this video. So we're going to be making new mobs, so we're going to have to make new models, textures, blocks and items for all of it, and it should be pretty fun to start from step 0 all the way to the finish. So let's get into the video and let's make this mod. So next up I decided to add yet another block. We added the Christmas present block, which was just a cube, but I wanted a little bit of a challenge because usually I don't make custom block models. I usually just make models for mobs and that's just left it at that. But I decided for a little bit of a challenge I wanted to try and create a Christmas tree. So I used the shape generator plugin in Blockbench to make a hexagonal base, well, an octagon base because it has 8 different sides, and then I decided to try something a little bit interesting. So I decided to copy and paste the octagon and then on each level make it a little bit slimmer, so it gave the illusion of a 3-dimensional shape which gets thinner towards the top. And as you can see, although it's not perfect, it actually ended up looking like a Christmas tree, which is exactly what I wanted. And this was just kind of like a first time look basis of just doing this, and it just decided to work, so I just figured this was best just to use the method which I actually stumbled upon. So this is how the Christmas tree turned out, and it looks pretty good if we hold it in the player's hands. This is the size of it in Minecraft, which is the perfect size to use it as a block too, so I was pretty happy with that. So I decided what I'd do is I'd group all of the blocks and vertices together into one group, and then what I'd be able to do is rename that group and create a texture which actually worked for the full texture group. So I'm going to create another texture template and do my usual process of just filling in the tree with a flat dark green color to give the leaves a little bit of a color, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to color the base, which is the bark of the tree, to brown, and use white and red on the sides of the actual stand of the tree. Then we're going to export this model. Now, as a first time basis, I've only ever made one custom block before, which was in my desert mod, so I couldn't remember what I was supposed to export it as. I first decided to export it as a .obj, which is an object model, but mcreator didn't really like this when I imported it. It didn't really turn out how it was supposed to be. The best model I realized was a JSON file. Okay, so now that I had a block created, we need to actually create the block file itself and give it a texture. I'm going to give it the custom model, which right now is an OBJ model, and we'll give it a name, some basic properties for how the block performs, and hardness and resistance for explosion impact, and then we'll save it and give it some happy particles around it to make it more fun. In game, this is the first test of the block. As you can see, the item texture in the inventory just looks horrible right now. We're going to definitely change that later, but you'll see when I actually test it for the first time, it didn't really end up being very good in game the first time, and you'll see why. So along with Santa, we need to place a tree. Obviously I fixed the Santa snowball texture a little bit with the particles. Already looks a little bit better than before, but if we place down the Christmas tree over here, you'll see what it looks like. So this is what it looks like right now. It's just completely see-through. The particles work, but the block doesn't at all. So jump in, let's try this again, shall we? So I tried to figure out, is it the material's fault? Is it the fault of the block? No, it's because I need to export it as a JSON, because for some reason Minecraft likes that better. So after importing it as a JSON file, now you can see that the model looks way better. Unfortunately, the inventory icon is still overflowing out of the inventory, which I will fix in a few moments, but that's not the important part. The Christmas tree works, it looks great when we're holding it, and when we place it, it's the perfect size, and we can place it as a block ornament. Now I should probably change the collision box of this so it's 2 blocks high, but this is good enough. I decided that I was happy with this, and the Christmas tree was a perfect decoration. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed me making this Christmas mod, then make sure to subscribe if you're new and like the video, and turn on notifications for more awesome Minecraft videos. I'm actually going to be bringing a video next week, probably, or the week after, where I make your Minecraft mods. So if you want me to make your mod ideas, then drop a comment below in this video and tell me what your ideas are for new mobs and creatures to be added to the game, and maybe I'll feature your idea in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.